Welcome to a doll's house. Now, a doll's house. This is a pretty interesting book in itself. Now, let me explain how it is. First of all, it's not a book; it's a play. And today we're just gonna do a summary of the entire doll's house. Let's get started. Also, this is not actually this long. It's just 100 pages. It's this part is the doll's house. The rest are just the other three plays that Henrik Ibsen is also well known for. Let's start off with our summary with a little Christmas Day, technically Christmas Eve, and then the wife Nora comes in and she's like la 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 la, and she goes ahead and starts setting up the Christmas tree, and then she tells her maid to help her set the Christmas tree up so that her husband and children will not see the Christmas tree. And and then her husband comes in and she's all like, "But hey, can I buy something?" No, dude, we know, bro. You know that we need to go. You need to go ahead and save money, right? Well, this is the first Christmas that we don't need to save much money at all, so we can spend a little bit more, eh? I guess so. I get a good point. So see, we can just go ahead and do all this. That's good. Good point here. Good point. And now what happens? And he decides to give her money for her Christmas present because she's like, I don't need to buy anything for me. Apparently, she spent most of the money on her gifts, and the rest of the thing she actually used her debt money, where she just went ahead and tried to use it to pay back a debt that she had for 7 years. Wow. So the next thing that happened is that there was this summer, and this Christmas time started happening, and then she decided that there was a bunch of miracles that would happen, and then literally everything started coming in to one at a one-time piece. And so what happens next is pretty much a mystery to me. I pretty much don't understand it, but the thing is, something happens like this: they go ahead and make jokes to each other, and the husband Torvald actually starts calling Nora a bunch of bird names like Lark and "What's my little squirrel doing?" Trying on something new, getting the present, getting the Christmas tree ready, those kind of things. And that's also really, really interesting. And so what happens next is pretty much also a doll's life. In fact, Nora herself actually probably realizes that she's living like a doll. It's just that she doesn't really care about it. She just seems to be happy, really, really happy, really, really excited, and just not very carefree at all. Very, very carefree. She just is all like, you know what? I don't care. And she just doesn't really care about her doll life. In fact, she doesn't seem to mind it at all. It's just later when we realize that she really does mind it. And then of course this happens. Next thing that happens is that there's this guy in a Krogstad. He comes in and he's all like, "Hey, you know what? I remember this debt that your father had to pay back 7 years ago." "Yeah? Well, when did your dad die?" September 29th. "Well, the date that this IOU note was turned in says October 2nd. "What? How is that possible?" "I think you do know how is it possible. You forged a signature, didn't you?" "I forged a signature." See, I knew it. Now, go ahead. Now, here's the thing. I can send this to court, and you can go to jail. However, I have this one chance for you. You can go ahead and make sure I do not get fired, and better yet, get promoted. Or else this thing goes to newspapers and the court. But you're not that cruel, are you? "Oh, yes, I am." Wow, that all happens, and literally lots of other things start happening. And then debt started happening, scandal. And just before that meeting with Krogstad and Nora literally promised her friend a job at the bank that would be given by her husband. And then the husband's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fire Krogstad because this guy's really annoying to my reputation. He's disrespectful to me, so he's going to ruin my reputation." And he goes ahead, fires Krogstad, and then says, "All right, your friend can go ahead and take Krogstad's place." This is bad. Shoot. And then the letter is sent. Nora buys time by dancing badly on purpose and making her husband help her in dance practices at the ball. She goes ahead and does things, and then she comes, and then Nora gets her friend to try to talk to Krogstad, and then her friend is like, "Wait." My friend Mrs. Lind is like, "Wait, Krogstad, I used to date that girl. See what I can do." And then she goes ahead and starts doing everything, and she finally makes Krogstad come to senses, and he's like, "Okay, maybe I should get the mail out of his mailbox. No, they must know the truth." And it all happens, and literally nothing good ever happens for a while. And then that happens, and then bum bada bum 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 bin. finally, one day, Torvald read Krogstad's letter, and he's infurious and responds by saying, "You are a bad husband, you are a bad wife, you are a bad mother." And it also reveals that he does not love her at all. And suddenly, when Krogstad's second letter comes in, giving the IOU note, and then literally and saying apologizations for everything, he was like, "We're saved, everything is saved, nice. You can go back to the kids, everyone." However, she's already revealed that he does not love her in the sense. He only loves the fact that she depends on him greatly. That's the only thing that he loves. Although he does say that she says some truth in it, but most of the time she says she overkilled. She went overkill on the stories. Hey, that's about it. To be honest, I actually kind of believe Torvald on this one. Torvald himself actually treats Nora like a kid, but Torvald himself actually acts a lot like a kid. He's not that mature too, and that's pretty much it. So that's the full book summary review. Full book summary, no review. The last thing that happens is that Nora decides that she needs to leave the house to go ahead and figure out who she is. She leaves the house, figures out her independence route, and then boom, bada bum, bum, boom, bum, bing, she travels there. And that's about it. So hopefully you guys actually enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you guys soon in the next episode. I'll see you guys then. Until next time, shall now, peace. Bye-bye. And please wear a helmet.